Hi, it's John. Welcome to my channel EV Intuition, where I'm helping you understand about electric vehicles. Today I want to talk about free public EV chargers. You may be new to electric vehicles or considering electric vehicles and may not be familiar with how do I access and use these type of electric vehicle chargers. The nice thing is they're free, and depending where you live, there could be a fair number of those available to you. I know in my town there are over 25 different electric vehicle chargers that are free available to the public. So I take advantage of them, and you can too. So let's talk about it. Before I begin today, I want to remind you that if you like the content of my videos, please subscribe and give me a like or send me any comments that you have. Today I'm talking about electric vehicle chargers, in particular the ones that are free. As I've said, you may be new to electric vehicles, may never have used these public chargers, and I want to give you some tips on how best to find and utilize them. So let's give you some background onto what these chargers actually are. First of all, they are typically level 2 AC charger. What's that mean to you? Mainly, it's a slow charger. This is not something you're going to fully charge your fully electric vehicle in less than an hour. It's going to take you overnight or anywhere from 6 to 12 hours depending on your vehicle. So keep that in mind. They typically have what's referred to as a J1772 connector, which I'm showing you in the screen right now. And this connector is the most popular for AC level 2 chargers. Now, if you have a Tesla needs an adapter, and all Teslas come with an adapter, and that's what I use with my Tesla very often. Now, you also sometimes find some public chargers that do have Tesla connectors, so if you have a Tesla, you can go directly to it. And keep in mind, as I've mentioned, the whole United States is moving towards the Tesla standard, also referred to as the North America Charging Standard, or NACS for short. In a couple years, you're probably going to see more and more chargers have that NACS connector instead of J1772. But currently, that's what the state of chargers are. Now, typically they give you only about 6 kilowatts of power, which really comes down to about 20 to 25 miles of distance that you get for every hour that you're going to charge there. And keep in mind, the purpose of these chargers is to just get a boost. They're in public locations like garages, parking lots, shopping center parking lots, grocery store parking lots, gyms, various public facilities, and they're meant to be used while you're at that facility, not to keep your car there and charge overnight, because you could be holding a spot that somebody utilizing that facility would want to use it. So, keep that in mind and be kind to your other EV vehicle friends out there. The other thing is, okay, that's what they are. Well, how do I find them? I've used many apps, and to me, the best way to find an electric vehicle charger today is the PlugShare app. It's available in Android and iPhone. Download it, get familiar with it. Now, if you don't like downloading apps and you want to do it from your computer, you can also do it through PlugShare.com or from your browser on your phone to PlugShare.com, and it gives you the same information. It shows you a map. You can filter for that particular type of connector and search for what chargers are available in the area that you're going to or the area that you're currently located at. So the other thing that I want to point out, one other app that I mentioned that is useful is the ChargePoint app. Now, ChargePoint happens to be a company that has the largest number of AC level 2 public chargers in the United States. Now, the nice part about their app is that it'll show you more than just ChargePoint EV chargers. They'll show you some from other networks. So that's the nice part, so that if you want to just use that app to find all chargers, you could do so. What I have found is PlugShare will find some more that are not listed in the ChargePoint app, say newer chargers that just come online. So that's something to keep in mind. The last thing I want to do is I want to show you here a video of how to use the PlugShare app in finding an EV charger. Let's now launch the PlugShare app. And the first thing you want to do is check your filters in the app to indicate what types of chargers this app will be searching for. And you can see I've set it to J1772, which is the connector for level 2 AC chargers or slow chargers. So we're all set there. Then we're going to do a search for where we're going to be. Now let's just type in Greenville, South Carolina here. Say we're going to be there. We can zoom in to this town and just pick a location. Okay, there's the Commons Garage. If you tap that, it indicates that it's got 3 chargers, and you can get more details on the chargers. There it's just saying the J772, which we were looking for. This description indicates that it's free charging, but parking is free for the first hour, and then they charge you for additional time. And then the other thing that you can look at is feedback from users here, and sometimes the users will indicate what rate of charge they're getting. This one indicated 6 kilowatts. So that's pretty much what you can expect to get at this location. So this PlugShare app gives you very good information about particular locations where chargers are, and you can utilize the free chargers, and you can see all these people enjoyed a successful charge. So they must be working very well there. So that's what I wanted to show you about the PlugShare app. The other thing is it also gives you pictures of that particular location, so you have a better idea once you get to that location of maybe where the chargers are and what to look for. Okay, now that you've found a free charger, how do you use it? How do you activate? There's the thing that you got to get familiar with. Each of these different EV chargers have different ways of activating or starting them. First of all, there are some that are very simple. You just plug it in, and once it's plugged into your vehicle, it starts charging. It's as simple as that. Now those I'd say are, at least in my area, very few that do it that way. But they exist out there. So you just plug and charge, very simple. Now, the other ones, a lot of them depend on the particular charger. Now, as I mentioned earlier, ChargePoint happens to be the most popular EV charger in the United States. You'll find a lot of them throughout the country. And if you're going to activate that one, you want to have the ChargePoint app as a way to do it. And that's typically what I do. I take my phone and I hold the phone with the app installed near the tap indicator on the charger. And that then uses Bluetooth to activate the charger and know, hey, it's me. Now, of course, you've got to be registered and have an account with them, because keep in mind that ChargePoint chargers, some are free and some are fee-based. And if it's a fee-based, it's going to hit your credit card. So you've got to have a credit card tied to your account. But today I'm talking about the free ones. And even with the free ones, you got to tap in order to get the charger to activate. So another way you can do it is you can also use the app to navigate through the map to the particular charger that you're at, tap it, and then hit the start button on the app and it'll start. So once again, that to me is a little more convoluted. I like just taking my phone and tapping, but if that doesn't work, you can go right in the app. And the last one is, I guess ChargePoint also has some smart cards that you can get associated with your account, and you can just use the smart card to just tap right on the ChargePoint screen, just like I did with my phone, and it activates it that way. So that's a very common mechanism to get a particular EV charger going. Now, I point out one other one that's popular in this area, and it's called EV Connects. Many of the EV chargers, free EV chargers in my town, happen to belong to a company or say EV Connect on them. Now, for these particular chargers, once again, you've got to download the app, and then what you'll find on the chargers is there's a QR code that you can scan to indicate that that's the particular charger that you're at, or you can type in the number. There's a model ID, the station ID on the charger, and you got to type it into your app. And then once you hit that and it recognizes it, then you can hit the start button and it'll get going for you. The other thing, and this is the one thing I have, since in my town I use a lot of the EV Connect ones, I ordered a smart card. And for that smart card, that's what I typically do. I leave the smart card in my Tesla, and when I pull up to one of these chargers, EV Connect chargers, I pull that out and I just tap on the charger and it gets activated and started for me. The other thing I wanted to mention about some of the EV chargers is that a lot of times you may have to activate them before you can even remove the connector from them. Some you can remove the connector and it won't start charging until you activate them. So there's a little difference there. So that depends on the particular charger. Okay, now I'd like to show you a video of me actually using an EV Connect public charger. Here's the charger itself. It's got two chargers connected to one pole. And what I'm going to do is activate the charger by tapping my smart card against the reader portion of that charger. That activates it. The video is a little choppy because I'm holding my camera in one hand and trying to use my other hand to pull the connector off, which I do there. And then I'm bringing it towards my vehicle. Now, the next thing I got to do as a Tesla owner is I got to take my adapter and put it at the end of the J1772 connector. I've got that snapped in. And once I got that snapped in, I'll put it in my car. Now, what I realized here was the cable was a little snagged, so I had to go and pull the cable a little longer so it would reach my car, and then just plug it in. It's that simple. Last, there's many different EV chargers out there, so most of them have a particular way of activating them. So I always say read the instructions on the charger. I know there's some new chargers being installed near a mall over here, and they require another app to activate it. So very often that's the mechanism. Download the app, register, and then activate. But the nice thing about free chargers is the free, and that will help you save money in your EV driving experience. So I hope you found this video informative and useful. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.